All right. Welcome to Effin Rager.
What's
My
up?
goodness. That's right. Hello, everybody. My name is Connor Clifton.
And my name is Ned Gale.
And we are the host of Effin Rager. Tonight's our first night. Ned, why don't you tell the people listening a little bit about us?
Well, FM Rager, if you guys haven't already heard, we are Ned Gale and Connor Clifton. We host a show called Effin Rager with Connor Clifton and Ned Gale. And this show is FM Rager.
Yes.
They are both shows about partying. We talk about partying, we celebrate partying, and let's be fair, guys, we do a little bit of partying ourselves.
Oh, yeah. And it's we normally host it on a Tuesday night because there's nothing saying that you can't party on a Tuesday as long as you do it responsibly.
Mm-hmm.
And so we, like Ned said, we just talk about partying. And
yeah, and why not move it to a non-visual format? Why not move it to a Monday so we can party even harder?
Oh, yeah. Nothing says partying like HD2 at 8 p.m., baby. All right, Ned. So one of the things we do on the show, like you said, is we talk about partying. We tell stories about our own parties, things that we did over the weekend, the parties that we had. Mm-hmm. And I think today we want to talk about the evolution of partying.
The evolution of partying. Partying from when you were a young child, a birthday party maybe at Chuck E. Cheese, all the way to a party as an adult where you're still at Chuck E. Cheese and getting escorted out.
Yeah, I don't do that.
You don't get escorted out?
No.
I've finished my parties at Chuck E. Cheese. I leave when I'm ready.
Oh, boy. No,
It's called clocking out.
Clocking out. I haven't been to a Chuck E. Cheese in several years. The closest thing I've been to was this place in San Antonio. What was that place called? The
Magic Time Machine.
Magic Time Machine.
Name drop out there. If you guys are in San Antonio, go check out Magic Time Machine. See the saddest Shrek in the world.
Oh, man. So this restaurant, in the basement of the comedy club, that's why we've been there. Ned and I are also comedians here in the town.
If you couldn't tell already.
Yeah, because you're busting your guts. All right. So this restaurant, all the waiters are dressed up as movie characters, from Nacho Libre to Shrek.
But not just movie characters, like Mario's. I guess there's a Mario movie, but like, video game characters, anything characters. Like I don't think there's really a set theme to it.
It's just a lot of different pop culture famous people, and the moment they clock out of work is the moment the smiles fade from their faces, and they slowly. We watched a guy in a Nacho Libre outfit just like get onto his little moped and like try to start it. This sucks. Yeah,
which is great, dude. I wonder what the casting process is there. Do you show up with a character you want to do? Because, gosh bless the guy who got to be Shrek. They're just like, you do look like Shaggy, but we already have a Shaggy, so you're going to put on a pound of green makeup every day, even for a 2-hour shift.
In a fat suit. Yeah. Shaggy and Shrek are not the same
not the
size.
same body type.
I wonder if you could go in and just be like, okay, I have an original character I've been wanting to do. If they're saying like, nope, get out of here next, or they go, we're listening.
Yes, we've been looking to create some mythos for some of our original characters.
Yeah, we're looking to get into original content. We got Netflix on the phone.
Yeah.
Magic Time Machine is going to be a hit.
There's multiple Magic Time Machines. Like, that's not the only one. Yeah, someone was telling me there's another one. I have no clue where else. I have no clue what period in time it is, because it could exist at any time, you know? We should mention it's in an old hotel, so the time is very clear. Old.
Oh, boy. I would love to do one of those and see if it's like an old-timey thing, like how nerdy they get with it. And say like, oh, yes, I only do Twain characters. Like, oh, boy. Ah, jeez.
No one would want to eat that.
Yeah. What a horrible restaurant that would be. Okay, so we're getting about that time where we talk about parties that we've been to and the evolution of parties.
Can you remember the first party you ever went to? Or is that the question you're about to ask me? You did say my name as if you had a question ready.
Sure, why not? That was the question I was going to ask you. The first party, are we talking a party where I could drink or a party where...
No, first party, is that what defines a party for you? What defines a party for you? Let's say we're step one, this is episode 1. Let's talk about it. What defines a party for you, Connor Clifton?
Anywhere I show up,
Effin Rager and FM Rager.
Anywhere I show up is a party.
Wow, work must be miserable for everybody else.
It really is. The first party I ever went to, we were pretty poor growing up, so we had to combine birthday parties with a richer kid. It was pretty nice. I got to go to the bowling alley and laser tag. His cake was bigger, and most of his friends showed up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that was the first party I ever went to. What about you?
It must have been a political party. I think it was the Green Party when I was about 7. No, the first one I can clearly remember was a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. That's why I mentioned Chuck E. Cheese earlier. I don't remember much about it. I think I got a Star Wars action figure I was very excited about.
Oh wait, was this your party?
It was my birthday party. I could cry if I wanted
And
to.
you got-
I did not.
It was your birthday party, and you got one Star Wars toy?
I'm sure I got other presents. That's the one I remember very distinctly. It was a dewback from the Star Wars remaster.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Hey, I was a child. I didn't know better.
All right. So after that, then parties started to change for us as we grew up. In middle school, it became sleepovers where I always got pranked, and that was awful. And then in high school, it became parties you never got invited to. I don't know about you, but I didn't. And
I remember just doing a lot of like holding the door shut anytime someone named Connor came up to it.
That's weird.
Yeah, they gave me a picture of a guy who looked strangely like you.
I've got one of
Wow.
those faces. A beautiful one.
No.
So
a face for radio.
Oh boy, I've heard that a long time. I've been in radio for a bit, and boy howdy, can't tell you how many people thought they came up with that one, and they're all my uncles. So then in high school, did you start to do the drinking underage in high school?
I held off for a while, and then I didn't. And then I started drinking.
Wait, you held off for a while, and then
All of my friends were doing the underage drinking thing for a while, and I was like, guys, that's immature. And then I was like, wait a second, I'm immature. And then it was all trash from there. It was just a lot of cartwheels in the street.
Do you remember your first high school party?
My first high school party, it was at one of my friends. I can't remember her name, or I don't want to say it on air. But we used to hang out in a neighborhood called Mystic Village, which was the greatest neighborhood name ever for a place where you hang out and party.
Where all the security guards dressed up like different characters.
Yeah,
from different movies.
it was pretty much Magic Time Machine, the neighborhood. No, there was a house where I guess the mom would just always go out of town, so it was like, this is officially the party house, and the doors were open, and then it was just like every other weekend. That's where people would go. They had a trampoline back there, which is just like Broken Arm Central.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds so cool.
It was pretty fun. I had a good time.
I'm very, very jealous.
What about you? What was your first high school party? Was it after high school?
Technically, my first high school party was inviting all of my friends over when my parents went out of town to play Dungeons and Dragons.
And Dragons.
Yeah,
Okay,
Dungeons
so it was a
and
rager.
Dragons.
Yeah.
Yes, and I had all these people over, and my neighbor Lori, eyes and ears of the
Name
neighborhood.
check.
Lori, she texted my mom or called her like, "You got to get home ASAP. Connor's throwing a party, and there are so many cards." So my mom gets home and tries to bust me. She tried to get me so hard, and then she opened the trash can and sees that it's full of Mountain Dew cans, and I got grounded for being a big old nerd. And
No son of mine will be this big of a loser.
yeah, I did not really drink until college, like a good old boy.
Yeah.
And so
When I became a terrible, filthy human being.
yeah, college was where I really started to party a lot. Not really much in high school. And I had no excuse. My grades were crap. I don't know why. I don't know why.
I had all the
think of-
makings of a party boy.
Yeah, I just I hate homework. I hate it so much I won't do it.
I played in a lot of metal bands in high school, so it was a very party crew for sure.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I bet the parties that you got invited to ended up with a lot of broken windows.
No, I mean, it was just a lot of boys with long hair, braiding each other's hair, combing each other's hair.
Practicing kissing.
Yeah, practicing kissing with our guitars.
Well-
Metal stuff.
Well, you're really boring.
What the?
I think I'm starting to be a real snooze fest myself. So what I would like to do is bring on our first guest of the
Ooh.
night. This guy is a friend of mine from high school. He can attest that I did not go to any of the parties he threw. He was one of the co-founders of our old sketch troupe, Micro Satan. He's a near and dear friend of mine, and who better to have as our first guest on Effin Rager than Billy Trim. Billy, why don't you pull your chair in, pick up this mic.
Whoa!
Oh, boy. Why don't-
That's
you-
Going
you
up to
are-
the
you are
Facebook.
not
Kicked off.
even on. There we go. Okay.
I'm kicked off already.
All
Trying
right.
to go hard in the live stream.
Hey,
Hard
Billy.
to the stream.
What's up, y'all?
Not
How are you
much.
doing?
How's it going?
I'm doing all right. I played a lot of video games today. And I'm here. I'm feeling good. Ready to talk about partying.
What video game did you play?
I played God of War.
Ooh.
A reboot, reimagining. A
Yeah.
little further down the timeline for our old friend Kratos.
Uh,
Now, Kratos, there's a party animal. That boy knew how to party.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Were there any Kratos waiters or Magic Time Machine? Stop talking about Magic Time Machine. Those people are like,
I don't
leave
know.
us alone.
Yeah.
Our job is hard enough as it is.
They're calling in right now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you already said everything I wanted to say about Magic Time Machine with just the saddest Nacho Libre in the
That
world.
truly was the highlight of the night.
Oh boy, those
And
poor people.
yeah.
Just imagine all those people struggling to make it in the San Antonio acting scene.
Yeah, I was gonna say
They're
it's like
temporary.
a community college for people who want to play Gaston at Disney World or something. It's like if you can't go to the Harvard of, child character.
Oh yeah,
acting
because there's
or whatever.
Six Flags is there, so maybe that was people trying to play characters at Six Flags.
What do they have,
Like,
though?
I
Like
could Fiesta
Bugs
Texas. I mean, yeah, you could be
Bunny.
Tasmanian Devil.
Because when Astro was the thing, who'd they have walking around?
Bugs Bunny, right? I believe
Bugs
so.
Bunny. And then they had creepy bald guy who danced with
Oh,
that
are
song.
you talking about Six Flags?
Yeah, the Bingo Bus.
Yeah.
Do you have the rights for that?
I
on the
do not.
station?
Yeah, I
Okay,
changed it up
be
a little
careful.
bit.
Yes,
Luckily,
let's do
I'm tone deaf.
one that'll fly past standards and practices.
Like Happy Birthday.
The creepiest ball guy I could think of at Six Flags was probably Elmer Fudd. I didn't really see that guy walking around. The one in the tuxedo with the big tie.
Yeah, he was,
yeah.
I think, mainly in the commercials, but
He was behind the security cameras.
Scared a lot of
tapping
young
his
Just dancing the
fingers.
whole
Yeah.
time. Oh, I can't wait to bust some kids smuggling booze into the Six Flags.
Yeah.
So Billy, we were talking about the evolution of parties. What was the first party you ever went to?
So the first parties I can really remember would be, as a kid, you're always going to remember your birthday parties, right?
Oh yeah.
Those
Yeah,
are
yeah,
huge
can't forget
events. Here's what I want to say. It took a lot of guts for your mom to have that conversation with that other kid's parent.
Yeah, I
Because
wonder.
the kids aren't putting that together. It's not like you glommed onto him. Like that's a logistical conversation.
Well,
Did she
here's
buy him a
the-
bike, or like how'd you get in that?
So,
she had
here's
to ask
thing.
the other parents to buy Connor a bike.
My mom, as you know, Billy, is a very proud woman, and I don't
Yeah.
think she asked, "Can my son glom onto your birthday party?" I think they
She
just.
told them.
I think my mom probably was just like, "I'll show you. I'm going to throw a great birthday party." And this kid whose birthday was very close to mine, his mom was probably like, "No one's going to go." to that." And that really crappy head of the PTA laughing.
It's
Oh,
when you
yeah.
throw a party at like the skating rink where you're just like, no, there's other kids and everyone can integrate. Like, there's 2 kids at your party, but it seems like everyone's here for you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you bring out a cake and they're like, "Who is it?" "Yeah, I know, Conard."
Sure, Connard.
Yeah, so my mom definitely, good for her for giving me a birthday party.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Billy, you're a child of divorce, same as me.
Yeah.
Did both of your parents show up to your birthday parties?
Man, it would really depend on what age. I guess my dad would have been there up until I was 5 or 6, 7. I can't remember when he moved to Ohio. But what I do remember is for the first couple years, I remember having a birthday party. Was at a place called Banjo Billy's. It was one of those.
One
it
day
was some
you will
kind of
inherit
hound,
this
a
place.
bloodhound, whatever hound with the floppy jowls.
Yeah, it's
You know what I'm
a
saying?
bloodhound.
And he played a banjo.
Oh no, it's a banjo hound.
And so it was like a Chuck E. Cheese with like a southern dog playing banjo. Big and I was like, "That's my name. My name's Billy. Banjo Billy's." And they had a Nintendo arcade machine with Super Mario Brothers and stuff on it. So I was
That sounds
very
like a
into
cool.
that.
Where was this place?
This was over. Man, where was I? I remember Wallaceville Road. It's the east side of the city, but like further east, probably between the Beltway and the Loop.
Guys, if you know where this place is or you own it, please call into our.
Yeah, call in or leave us a comment. We're live on
Let's talk
Facebook.
about Banjo Billy's. I found it. There's a form online where people catalog different animatronic
Ooh.
attractions.
So it was full
there are people-
animatronic band.
Yeah, it was a fully animatronic band. Sorry, I didn't say that.
I really thought that they just had a hound who could play banjo.
That would be more
A very
impressive.
well trained dog.
That'd be more impressive than the animatronics.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know. Modern machinery is very
Yeah.
impressive to me.
But then I went from Banjo Billy's to Discovery Zone. when that was a thing. Had some
Oh
childhood
man, I
birthday
forgot
parties
about
there.
Discovery Zone.
I did.
DZ, where kids want to be, I still want to be
And where
there.
parents can smell pee from a mile away.
Yeah.
So they made I've always thought like, oh, it'd be so fun if they made a adult Discovery Zone. That would be so cool.
Yes.
No.
And they made one in Europe, and it went exactly
No.
like you thought it would be.
They got
Ned.
sued into oblivion.
They got sued. People were puking and peeing all
Yeah,
over the ball
I thought
pit.
about that too. I was like, man, that'd be so fun.
Yeah, what is
but-
the half-life of a ball pit? It can't be like the thing goes bad immediately.
Yeah, the moment
Yeah.
you put a cobra in
Yeah.
there.
But
it's
to
no
be
good.
fair, children are also barfing and defecating in ball pits at normal play places.
That's true. Yeah. I guess as an adult,
They just
we're
have less capacity than an adult.
Yeah, we have more control. Unless we get drunk,
Yeah.
we're worse than children.
reduced to
Yeah.
children.
Like, I just want to eat nachos while I go down a slide, you know?
We can do that here in the
can
city.
do that at a
There-
water park,
Yeah,
yeah.
there are parks everywhere. Let's get some nachos after the show.
So
Find
you-
us at a cool park.
I mean, you
Open
say
one.
that, but I found out you can get banned from parks. And
For what?
For for what?
Eating nachos on the slide.
Yeah, I guess.
Did you
so.
find this out the hard way, or are you just
Yeah,
like
what-
a park law expert?
Well,
Welcome to our new
let's
segment.
just say I've
where
had
we
some
list
laws
parks
written about me.
Billy is banned.
Yeah. I've had some legislation written in my name or written with my name specifically
Yeah.
in it.
The Billy Bill, where you cannot eat nachos on a slide in
No.
the park.
Billy's Law, formerly
That's a-
Banjo Billy's
That's
Law.
That's a party right there. Nachos on the slide.
Nachos
Oh,
on the
yeah,
slide.
it
Wait,
is.
so do we get your first party that you remember? Was it Banjo Billy's?
It would be Banjo Billy's.
Okay, what was
Yeah.
your first high school party? What was your first, I guess, like official party? Because that was
So-
what you were asking. Is like, what's your first
Mhm.
like, drinking party? Like,
I thought about this, and it's one of those nights that I don't think about that often. But when I do, I remember I'm like, oh, George. Really trying to not curse here.
Boy George
Bye,
was a great
George.
artist. Yeah.
What word did George substitute? I'm going to be thinking about this all day.
Goodness
So-
gracious! Oh,
It's the curse name for George. But I remember I was in theater in high school. And that's actually how we met.
Oh, yeah. Me and
Um,
Billy met because a girl I really liked was like, come to my theater practice. And then she immediately left.
it's called rehearsal.
Yeah.
Oh, right, you're right. Well, some actor she was, and she called it that. And then she immediately left to go hang out with some prettier boy.
Yeah,
Ooh.
she I remember her talk to me, and then like a week later would like not talk to me at all, and I was like, you were really laying it on thick, that's weird. And then she like wanted to do an interview my senior year with people who smoke cigarettes in high school, and I was like, no, what? Are you out of your mind?
I'm not, yeah.
You had your chance.
So
Yeah.
Billy is sitting behind me, and I guess he could see that I look really lonely. Or he just like had a feeling that I'd say yes to this question. When he leaned forward and goes, you like Super Nintendo games? I'm like, yeah, I like Super Nintendo games. And we were friends ever since.
Yeah.
What was the Super Nintendo game you guys connected on?
You
You guys have a favorite? I was a Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars.
I
Fanatic.
played that.
I'm a big fan of that one.
Donkey Kong Country was
Donkey
my
Kong
Country.
game.
I think,
DKC.
all three of them.
yeah, the Donkey Kong Country games. I really loved Super Mario RPG. That's
Mhm.
one of my favorite. I always download
Yeah, it's a great
it.
game.
Yeah. I
Super
don't,
Nintendo was a good era of video games because there's a lot of like just anyone was making video games. I have the Home Improvement Super Nintendo
Yeah.
yeah,
game.
the goof anybody could just because it was just an engine,
Mhm.
and you could slap any creative property on it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, the maps for the Beavis and Butthead game and the Home Improvement game, exactly
Say
the
it
same.
ain't so.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
I mean, those
Home
games are
Improvement-
still made, but they're just all on DS now.
Yeah.
They're just all, yeah.
Magic Time Machine, the video game. Play
Yeah.
with all your favorite characters.
Sad Nacho Libre.
Clock out an unreasonable hour.
Sad Nacho on the slide Libre.
Aww.
All right, so this high school party that you were at, tell us
Yeah.
about it.
So I was in theater, and when I was a freshman, I started like skipping my theater class to hang out with all the seniors who were in tech theater, so they could just faff about and do nothing. And so,
Faff about.
hello, we just go faff about a bit. And so I would just hang out with them, and like I didn't hang out with. So when I got into theater, the kids my age, there were like a bunch of like super Christian kids. They didn't party, but when I was a freshman, the seniors partied, and then it was like up until like the year after that and the year after that. And then by the time I was a senior, I was partying with kids like different people because the theater kids didn't really party or drink that much. And so that was the first night I ever drank. It was my freshman year hanging out with all these senior theater kids. And I remember I had my first cigarette that night too.
Ooh.
Because there was this
First drink
there
and
was
first
this
cigarette?
dude who
Wait, what was your brand?
it wasn't my brand. I was like, I bummed it to talk to someone who had graduated. So he was like a year out of high school.
Whoa.
Came back to hang out with his friends.
Was that like
and I
a
was
requirement he had
this
to talk
guy's
to you?
cool. No, but it was just, I'd had rum
peer
or something.
pressure, yeah.
And I was like, man, people are going inside. I want to hang out with this dude. So I was like, hey, can I have a cigarette? And like, I didn't know how to inhale or do anything.
Yeah.
A lot of really
You
bad
just took it in
habits
one
got started
drag.
that night for me.
But when you
And,
smoked it, did you feel the leather jacket just like forming on your body?
I did. I
Ooh.
tensed up something fierce.
Yeah.
Just like a tanning bed. But yeah, so we hung out that night, and so I remember, I drank, and I was like, they were like, all right, just walk around the backyard, you'll feel all right. And I was like, oh, this is all very weird.
Ooh.
And then someone came over and they're like, hey, someone in this neighborhood, it was a neighborhood that had a bridge. They're like, he has like a half of a mannequin, the top half, and he like has it on a rope, and when cars drive up, he's like holding it up to freak them out. And so we all pile in this car, drive out to this bridge, and just start kicking this guy's mannequin. Drive off.
It's like a pinata. That's so fun.
Yeah, I was like,
Except no candy inside.
it doesn't
Just
get.
roaches.
Just a sweet,
Yeah.
sweet thrill of freaking people out.
It was so funny because we just heard this guy yelling, but he was like down in the bayou under the bridge like a troll, and had to like run back up. So we were gone.
ruining my
By the
mannequin.
time he came up,
So
Wait, was he down there alone?
I think so.
now you had that mannequin.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. But the mannequin was up
Me and you, Wilson.
top. But yeah, high school. That's what I wanted to say. Is I think high school had the best parties for me, or at least the best memories.
Oh yeah, those were your glory days.
Those are yeah, because you don't care about anything. You're like, I'm not gonna go.
A, you don't care about anything, and B, you just don't know any better. So
Yes.
you do these like wild party. Like in college, you're like, let's try these party games I found on a poster from Spencer's.
Yeah.
But in high school, you're like, let's do this party game I just thought of after my first drink ever. So you're like,
Yeah, it's
It's called King's Cup.
yeah.
because in high school there's like no rules. Everyone would go to one house. Everyone would get stupid drunk, and then sleep, and then like just sleep on the couch and on the floor, and everyone would sleep at the same house. We'd all wake up and be like, "There's pizza," and then
Yeah.
like, "All right, I'll see you later."
One person would throw like 9 eggs into a just eat wet eggs.
Just
for
the metal
breakfast.
band at the parties throwing eggs all over the house.
Oh boy.
But but also like kind of more lighthearted. Like there was one party where, I guess it was in some movie. I never watched it, but they had a ladder set up over the swimming pool, and we like boxed each other into the swimming pool.
Oh, that was in Knocked Up at the
Yeah.
beginning. They get the sock and boppers and they light them on fire. And
What?
then they
Yeah.
box over a pool
I
while
do not remember the scene.
ODB shimmy. It's in the intro.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
in slow mo.
Yeah.
ODB's playing.
Or-
And it's just like, look at these guys who could never have a baby.
Yeah.
Just wait till the end of the movie.
Wait, what happens at the end of the movie? I've never seen it.
The girl gets knocked up.
Ah, nuts.
The girl gets knocked up.
Should we hit that dump button because you just spoiled that movie?
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah,
Bob
not allowed to
Marley.
curse and can't have spoilers.
And you can't spoil Judd Apatow movies.
That came out over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, so you boxed over this pool. That sounds
Boxed over
really
the
nice.
pool.
Wait, so you really did that?
I really did.
Did you set your gloves on?
I
fire?
lost hard. I had a friend who was like way better. I knew nothing about.
Is there
fighting.
losing
What
in
was
that
your
game?
box?
That sounds like a party no matter
It
what.
was great.
What was your boxing name? Please say it was Banjo Billy.
Well, it was actually Mandolin Billy.
It was Banjo Kablooey, because that's what his fist makes. the
Washed
sound
up
of.
William. I couldn't.
Washed up William.
Or
We should
washboard,
start
whatever.
an animatronic band. Or I guess a hologram band now. Do you think that's coming up soon? Is like a Chuck E. Cheese where it's just all holograms?
Oh, yeah.
That is
Oh,
Yeah.
horrifying.
That's-
That's Black Mirror level.
Because that eliminates any and all maintenance costs.
Mhm.
However,
There's still maintenance in maintaining a
yeah,
hologram.
people will be able to hack it and
You
just
have
have
to feed
like
holograms.
the hologram goat seed at your
There's
birthday party. A hologram band is right around the corner. If it's not already there.
Yeah.
Well, they had Tupac. Hologram.
Well, Gorillaz does
Yeah.
hologram bands.
Yeah.
So sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a cool themed restaurant. Just gorillas playing all the time.
No, it would not be a good one.
I got sunshine in a bag, jalapeno poppers.
Ugh.
$3.99.
At table 5. All right. So what else?
Now, did that flip the switch for you for partying? Like after that first party you did, I feel like kicking a mannequin. I'd be like, I want to do this every week. But like, were you like hooked on partying after that, or did you like kind of ease yourself back onto that, or not back onto it?
I think I kind of eased myself into it because the older you get, the more opportunities you have to party. And so when I was a freshman, it was like kind of fluke. But then all those people went away. Like all the people I partied with, they graduated. They all went and did their own thing.
They died in Vietnam.
Yes. The bus to their graduation exploded.
Those poor kids.
I don't know why they took the bus. I don't know.
Oh, that poor bus. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, just little memories flitter around up there. I remember just one party I went to, there was like someone taking pictures there, and I felt real cool. And then me and this other girl were like, we should play Daft Punk. No one's dancing at this party, and then we played Daft Punk.
Let me ask you this. Do you still feel cool when people take pictures at parties, since it's just like so super saturated with everyone like, let me get this on Instagram and Snapchat?
Not anymore, because he would like watermark his photos. He had like a nice camera.
The days of like high school watermarks.
This was before everyone had like a picture phone. So like someone's like taking nice pictures, like, oh dude, MySpace.
I still like a nice picture
Facebook.
at a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when
nice
James
picture.
is around, like when you perform.
Yeah.
He's taking pictures of you. So it's good to have a good picture. And when you're in high school, you're partying. It was a party in Montrose. And we were from Cyprus.
You went to Montrose
and so we were like already
school?
in high school, just like, what party in Montrose? We are the coolest kids from Cyprus. We're partying in Montrose.
So, quick question here. Have you ever been to a party that the cops broke up?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hid in a cabinet once, and then I got out of it because I was like, yeah, this is dumb.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. When I lived in Austin the year after I graduated high school, I had the cops come to a house show I was having at my house. And I was drunk.
You say house shows with bands playing and stuff?
Yeah.
So it was a
my
noise
band
complaint.
played, and like Giant Battle Monster, who used to be.
Oh, yeah.
They came up to record at the school I was going to, and they crashed at my place. We had a house show.
So cool.
And the cops came. But the thing about, we lived near UT, and the thing about Austin cops was they were just kind of like, we're not going to take any of you to jail. We're just going to tell you to be quiet. We know you're drunk.
We're not going to take any of you to jail, but we will shoot each one of you in the foot. So good luck partying after that.
And we're going to shoot the big toe so your balance is all off.
Yeah. Good luck tapping your feet to this music.
Yeah.
So what, you just got a slap on the wrist?
Yeah, that was nothing. And then there was one party in high school. It was probably closer to where you lived, in like Coles Crossing area or somewhere around that like old Cypress area.
Yeah.
And like the cops came, and there were so many of us that we just started running, and I just ran away from the house and waited like an hour.
I've run from cops
and then
before.
I went back, but there were too many of us for them to chase, and so none of them were chasing me individually. I was just running.
I remember that party. I remember because I was like, there they are, officer. Go get them. Go get them.
Release the hounds, officer.
Wait, officer. They're going to come back. They're
But not-
truant.
yeah.
A whole lot of them.
But not that kid with the emo haircut. He has Donkey Kong Country, and we played.
Yeah, make sure he's okay. He's my friend.
He's great.
He was kidnapped by them. They forced to party.
Yeah, I called the cops, not because of the noise, because I was so jealous that Billy was at the party and I wasn't there.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Oh, you got to knock on the door? What's up?
hang on. Uh-oh. God, it's the cops.
Oh, no, the cops are here.
No.
Oh, jeez. All right, you guys deal with this. Hang on.
Hold on, I'm gonna put in my
Okay,
hair.
okay.
I'm gonna let me put in my hair curler so they think I've been here just relaxing all day.
Yeah,
Why
I'll
are
answer
hair
the door.
curlers
I'll
in?
answer the door.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi there, we got a report coming in about a bunch of kids just fapping around the radio station.
Oh, a bunch of kids. No, it's just me and my beautiful live-in mother.
Mm-hmm. I live here with my child.
I was just curling her hair for her.
Oh, that's funny, because we got a report that there was a pretty big FM Rager going on right here right now.
An effing
Not at
raid?
all.
No. You
not
must
at
have heard.
all.
We were watching Westworld, two different episodes on two different TVs. That's probably why there's so much noise.
And I've been on the couch all day because my doctor says I have a body that looks like 3 teenagers hiding under a trench coat. It's very, bad for
I'm
my
sorry,
posture.
officer. We've both.
Sorry. We just think it's so
the
funny that you would
giggles.
come think there was a party here.
We're both practicing home dentists, and we've been taking laughing gas.
Yes.
We're practicing
it's all over the
surgery
house.
right now. And frankly, officer, you're, if anything, distracting us from a very intricate surgery.
Well, I think I'm getting some of that laughing gas in here, so I
Yeah.
think this checks out. Anyway, well, all right. Well, you guys just keep it down and don't spoil Westworld for anybody. All right. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, officer, for all of your service.
And the laws.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Hit it, boys!
All right. Oh, wow. Hey, guys, I'm back.
Yeah,
so
thank
everything
goodness.
go well with the cops?
Yeah, but we have to finish pulling out that root canal.
Alrighty, so again, this is our first show, and I don't quite know how to. Ned, where's this radio play? I found it. I found it.
Yeah.
Okay, Billy, we're about
Yeah.
to go to a radio play that Ned and I recorded in a fever one night. Just
There you go.
real fast, one and done cold read. Hope everybody likes it. But Billy, thank you so much for coming on to the
Yes,
show.
thank you for having
Yeah,
me on.
thank
I'm
you.
honored to be here and keep
We're-
on trucking.
We're
Keep
looking
that
forward to
Rager
partying
going.
with you soon.
Oh, I'll be partying with you soon.
All right.
All right, thanks so much,
Yeah.
Billy.
So, Ned, do we want to say anything about this radio play before we kick it off?
Not really. I think the radio play speaks for itself. Guys, enjoy yourself. You're going to be taken on a wild ride into a place not far from here.
All right, here we go. This is Gusty Hardwell, everybody.
My name is Augustine Hardwell. Agent Augustine Hardwell. Or Agent Hardwell. Or Gusty, if you know me. I'm a secret agent employed by a top secret agency that is so top secret, you're already on a top secret kill list just for listening to this. The spy industry is so chock full of backstabbing, betrayal, and leaking of secrets that the only way I can protect myself is to painstakingly document each case I take. This is one of those cases. It was a normal day like any other. I was sitting in my office chair with my foot in my lap. I was trying to clip my toenails at an angle so they would pop off my toes and land in the trash can. So far, the score was 3-8. I was losing. Suddenly, the phone rang. I stumbled over myself to get the phone, and the chair fell out from under me. Brushing the toenail clippings from my hair, I ran to pick it up. The familiar voice of the chief rang out on the other side.
Agent Hardwell, you've been given a new assignment. You're to leave immediately for Robichaux Estates in southwest Louisiana. A wealthy and politically influential family is in danger of being infiltrated by a Russian sleeper agent. Your task is to pose as a southern businessman with money to spend. Gain the trust of the family while working to locate the sleeper agent. Once he's been identified, eliminate him. Your plane leaves at 0600 hours, and all the information you need will be provided to you once you're on board. Good luck.
Hey, thanks. Bye. I love you. The chief hung up so quickly that he must not have heard me. It's okay, I know he loves me, or he wouldn't send me on so many missions. I placed the receiver back on the phone and got into bed. Then got out of bed. Then put on my pajamas and got back into bed. I was so excited I could barely sleep. Wow, Louisiana, the Pelican State, Creole country. I had heard so many stories about the swampland, but I had never actually been. I watched the HBO hit series Treme several times over and didn't even skip through the boring parts. So, yeah, you could say I'm a fan of the culture. I couldn't wait to wake up and fly out to the land of craw daddies and jazz laddies. Phew. 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 Well, I got onto the plane on time, but I received very upsetting surprise. I was not going to New Orleans. Instead, I was going to a small town closer to the Texas border named Lake Vidion. I looked them up on the internet, and they don't even have a jazz scene. I spent the entirety of the plane ride reading up on my mission and listening to the Treme soundtrack. My mission seemed easy enough. I was going to be posing as a wealthy businessman named Barry Bontemps Boudon. I was to approach the patriarch of Robichaux family, William Robichaux, with a lucrative business proposition that had a catch. I would cut them a large deal if I was to be betrothed to one of his daughters. I didn't know what betrothed meant, but I figured I could find out when I arrived. Finally, the plane landed, and I was off to the Robichaux Estates, where I was greeted by a large older gentleman in a white wrinkly suit. I would later find out that it was a fancy seersucker, they called it, but in that moment, he was the only sucker I saw. I flashed him a gentlemanly smile. It was time to see if all my hours of practicing my Cajun accent had finally paid off. Hello there, Mr. Robichaux. My name is Barry Bontemps Boudin. I understand you have been expecting me.
Of course. Welcome to Robichaux Estates, Mr. Bontemps Boudin. This large building behind me is the main estate. We have a room prepared for you. Over yonder on the eastern side of the land are the workers' quarters, where all of our workers spend their time, and to the west we have the Good Time Arcade, where all of our workers spend their quarters. You should stop by if you get a spare moment and enjoy some vintage video games such as Gator Joust, Po Man, Ms. Po Man, and Donkey Kong Jr.
I have to say, Mr. Robichaux, you have a very impressive estate. Now, I must ask, do you know where I could find some jazz performances?
No, we don't listen to that kind of music here in the swamp. All we have is Zydeco.
Oh, well, that's fine, I guess. Zydeco is cool. It's like polka and mariachi had a baby and inherited all the bad traits.
Well, I certainly hope your taste in my daughters is better than your taste in music, Mr. Boudin. I would like to introduce you to my 3 lovely daughters. First, there is Violet.
Charmed to meet you. I'm Violet, the pretty one.
And this right here, this little firecracker is Adelaide.
Enchanté. I'm Adelaide, the talented one.
And last but not least is my long-lost daughter who, up until a week ago, I didn't even realize existed. Olga. Hello, I am Olga, the new one. It is nice to meet such a handsome man from this region of these United States. If you stick around, I would be so happy to make you some gumbo with a little lanyap extra.
In that moment, I understood that there was something very different about Olga. She was the most beautiful woman this schmuck had ever seen.
Will Agent Hardwell be able to resist the allure of Olga Robichaux? Will the sleeper agent reveal himself? Will Lake Videon ever develop a jazz scene? All this and more on the next episode of The Cases of Augustine Hardwell, titled Swamp Secrets.
All right, that was our radio
Wow,
play.
that was completely thrilling. I am completely thrilled by that. I want to know what's going to happen next.
Well, you'll have to wait and find out.
No,
I'm gonna have to reach out to whoever wrote that and get them to write another one.
You mean that wasn't just a live recording from Agent Hardwell's pocket?
Oh, yeah, actually, that was a phone call that we got. He was just catching us up on what he did.
He just called us and then put the phone in his pocket and then traveled all the way to Louisiana.
Yeah, he did all the voices himself.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, he's a one talented man. All right, so Ned, why don't we go ahead and hop in to our second interview of the night. This next guest was a member of our comedy troupe, Micro Satan. A lot of our guests.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a theme.
Yeah, that's right. Micro Satan's on the radio now. Our next guest, this guy is so funny. He's been doing improv, comedy, stand-up, anything, you name it. Big benchies, small benchies, itty-bitty benchies. This guy cracks me up to no end. I cannot tell you how happy I am to have Antoine Colbreth. Antoine, thank you for coming onto the show.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. All right. So, Antoine, we've asked everybody else about their first parties. What was your first party?
You know, it's interesting that you asked me that because hanging out here during the show has felt a lot like the first few of the parties that I had been to. Just sort of waiting around, looming over other people's conversations, just waiting to jump in.
Doing a lot of kitchen standing where you're just kind of like leaning against the refrigerator.
Like leaning.
You sound like someone who is never very grateful to be at parties.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
We couldn't all not be invited to parties, Connor.
All right, so your first childhood party, do you remember that?
I remember the first party that was supposed to be just mine, because me and my brother's birthdays are very close together. And we have a half-brother who has a half-brother, and his birthday is also very close to ours. So we would share birthdays a lot, and there was this one time, I think I was 6, maybe 5, and my birthday fell on a Wednesday, and my mom asked me if I wanted to have the party that day on my actual birthday, or that Friday, or Saturday. And I was like, nah, it's my birthday's on Wednesday, so let's have a party on Wednesday.
You fool!
She had to call my mom and my aunt to come hang out because nobody showed up.
Oh, harsh.
Yeah, and
I'm
like,
not laughing, I'm crying.
and like they didn't even know that it was my birthday. So when they showed up, they were like, "Oh, hey, I just happened to pick you something up on the way here." And
Here's
it's just
some
like,
zebra stripe
Yeah.
gum.
Here's a
Yeah.
bottle of wine.
Sometimes I don't know if I make these stories up for myself or if they're actually true, but I feel like that one was true.
If you make those up, the truth must be way sadder.
It might be.
All right, so those were your miserable childhood parties. Tell us about your real cool high school party.
What was your first rager?
The first time I was in a party where like things were just going nuts was when I became a bartender or when I became a waiter. I didn't really do much partying in high school. Like I drank a couple times, like Boone's Farm or whatever, like Budweiser there was.
Whatever hangover maker.
Yeah, and I remember there was this one time I was hanging out at my friend Audie's house. There were a few people there because her parents were out of town, and they're all just like drinking Boone's Farm, and I'm also drinking Boone's Farm, and I was just tired, you know.
Question: what is Boone's Farm?
It's like cheap wine,
Yeah,
right?
it's like cheap fruit wine, like that's artificially flavored
Like-
and colored.
Is it? How far from it is Mad Dog in the MD?
It's
It's in the same family, right? Or maybe not.
so I would say that it's like if Mad Dog, if a woman who had a family, like a mother, you know, were
I'm gonna have trouble following this one.
you know, like a hip to do like out and about mom is trying to get drunk. She doesn't go for Mad Dog. She goes for Boone's Farm.
Okay, I see.
Because it comes in a thinner bottle and it looks like wine, but it drinks like Kool-Aid.
Gross. All right, so this is the story. So everyone's drinking Boone's Farm.
Yeah. And I was just like, I gotten tired, so I'm sitting up on the counter and I closed my eyes for a second, and I remember somebody going, "Oh man, Antoine must be drunk," and I don't know why it just pissed me off. It's just like,
It's probably because you were drunk.
I was like, I'm not drunk, I'm just sleepy. Leave me alone. I'm leaving. Come on, Desmond.
Come on! He punched a hole in a wall. It's like, man, I always get so punchy when I'm tired.
Oh man, you know me, I'm a mean tired.
Yeah.
I rage when I'm sleep deprived.
It was crazy. I just like trashed through some Whataburger. You know, like sleepy people do.
I blacked out. Don't remember what I was doing. I must have been so tired.
Typical nap time.
Okay, so you left in a little fit. You're so
No,
mad.
I didn't. I left. Everything was fine. We ended up walking around the neighborhood for hours on end, like kids do.
Yeah.
Me, my friend Desmond, and my friend Wilson. Like anytime we end up getting together, or anybody, like any of those people from high school, I think Wilson is the biggest one though. We'll stand around in a parking lot for hours.
Oh, I did,
just
yeah.
saying goodbye, and then you know, like it's 1, now it's 3, now it's 5:30 in the morning. We should all go home.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, so goodbye. And then
Oh,
it's just
but
like, yeah.
could you imagine? And then
Yeah, it just turns
Change
into
the
that.
conversation.
Those are
You
the
know, that
kinds of
still
parties-
happens to me pretty frequently.
Those are the kinds of ragers that I enjoy.
Yeah.
The ragers that just never end because you're just standing around a parking lot saying goodbye.
Well, it's, you know, it's at a certain
You
point.
mean
it's like,
a conversational rage?
Yeah,
Much
yeah.
like this radio show.
yeah,
Oh my
you already
God.
got, you know,
Yeah.
you've already partied out. You've already gotten as tired as you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So you're gonna like go outside and sober up or wake up and really talk out those feelings and being so tired.
Yeah.
I didn't even mean to send those texts. I was so tired.
I was just sleepy. I was a sleepy boy.
I don't know why she's on me so much. She knows how tired I get.
He came to work sleepy again.
Oh, don't mess with him. He hasn't been napping.
He was, oh, my hand's getting shaky. I need to sleep. That's a new little pillow of the dog.
That's sad.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So when was the last time you did something like that? Because correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't party like that anymore.
On a rare occasion.
Unless you go to the parties that we don't go to, which I don't know why you would do
I
that.
don't know what you're doing.
Well, it's, everybody leaves so soon, and I really don't like going outside that much. I think I got it from my mom. Like, I really enjoy just being at home a lot. Sometimes more than I want to go out. So,
So you said
I relate to that sometimes. Other times, I do not.
so you said you don't like to be outside. Have you been to parties that are just like primarily held indoors? Because I'm a smoker, I always find myself just like, okay, I gotta go outside, I gotta smoke a cigarette pretty much
Oh.
the entire night.
yeah, I mean, in that sense, I just like to be where my house is. I don't mind being like outside. I just meant like away from my home.
Within 5. Do you like parties at your own house?
Oh no, I hate those.
You hate those.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No,
To
it's like
clean
I
up.
love having people over.
We used to throw parties at our old house just to clean up because we're like, the house is dirty and it's like we're gonna have to clean it. We might as well just make it really dirty so we can like deep clean it.
Oh, not me. You remember that 9/11 party? How I didn't clean for
I
a
never
year and a
forget.
half after that? Yeah, everyone was on me about that. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. Well, okay, when you live with other people, everyone cleans up after a party. Everyone cleans up. No, I guess we haven't thrown a party at our house in a bit, Billy. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't thrown a party at my house.
At the old Dirt Hill house, we would clean after a party immediately. I think that was just Bo.
Yeah,
but
we'll see that like we clean before a party, and then we also clean.
we would do
after the
a
party.
spruce up, but not maybe a
No,
deep
we
clean
do
or
like a
anything.
deep clean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shove everything into the closet, and
Yeah.
then afterwards we'll organize it.
Yeah.
After the 7 minutes
Just
of heaven, we
Piles
still
and
do
piles
that.
of skeletons.
That's what deep clean means. It's hide everything in the closet, and then you clean out the closet.
So,
You centralize it, yeah.
so, Antoine, I want to ask about your personal evolution into the party animal that I see you be today. Like, you are very fun to hang out with at a party. When you're drinking that Boone's wine or whatever the hell it was called, like, you did not sound very fun. You sounded so tired. So, what was the thing that made you think, oh, I like partying?
Just the people I was partying with.
All right,
That's
I think that is what it is.
That's what makes
Yeah.
the difference. A party can always
Yeah.
suck if like the people suck or you're tired.
Oh, tell me about it. Yeah.
Have you ever been at a party where you know it's not the party for you? And we've talked about this before, where you get to a party, it's like, oh my gosh, I have to be the most annoying person here. I have to ruin this somehow because I hate
You've
this
talked
party
about
so
that.
much. Yeah.
I just leave.
Well,
I
to
definitely
each their own.
my
Party
old-
sabotage.
My old college roommate and I, there was this girl I really, really liked, and she invited me out to this party all the
Billy?
way out, all the way out in Katy. So it was quite a drive. I did not have a car. My friend had to drive me, and he's like, "Fine, I'll drive you." And as soon as we pull up to the house, I go, "By the way, it's a Lady Gaga costume party. Okay, let's go." And he's like, "What?" We had a miserable time.
Way to throw him under the disco stick there. I couldn't think of the other songs.
All right,
That's a good one.
back to you, Antoine. So it was just the friends.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
couple.
you said you became a waiter. Was it the people you were working at the restaurant
Oh,
with
well,
or
no. So it took me getting through that point in my life to realize the kinds of people that I wanted to hang out with. Because when I was a waiter, it was I couldn't really be out without consuming a lot of party enhancers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
you seen
thought
that
it was-
movie Waiting? Was it like that movie Waiting?
It was a lot like the movie Waiting. In some situations, just not as fun because it's never as original as
So
the
you didn't
movie
work with
itself.
Dane Cook?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Andy Milonakis isn't showing up anytime soon.
Yeah, I didn't get into the testicle art that they would do
yes,
in the movie.
yeah.
I haven't seen this movie, but context is telling
You've
me.
never seen the movie Waiting?
No.
With
You should see
Justin
the movie
Long
Waiting. What are you waiting for?
and Ryan Reynolds.
Isn't this?
First on air snort?
Oh,
Didn't mean for that one to
One of
happen.
many.
Yeah.
All
Framing
right.
it.
Isn't the sequel to that called Still Waiting?
It
Yeah,
is. Yeah.
Oh,
and,
boy.
it's just as good.
Ugh.
Justin Long's in it again.
Oh, he was in the first one.
Yep,
Yep,
he was
yeah,
the main
yeah,
character.
yeah.
Actually.
Wait, I thought Ryan Reynolds was the main character in Waiting.
No,
No.
Ryan
Well, they
Reynolds.
definitely advertised.
There's a
for him.
lot of people who like it shifts a lot And that's what
Ryan
made the movie
Reynolds
kind of
was
fun.
the Chevy Chase of that movie. Like
Mhm.
Chevy Chase was the Chevy Chase of Caddyshack.
Okay. All right. So it's just a little bunch of vignettes.
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
it
much.
confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
The main one was that kid who didn't talk the whole movie, I guess.
Until the end.
Yeah.
And
What's
then-
his name? He wrote Horrible Bosses. And it's not important. He's a kid.
I don't know.
Yeah, you should see the movie Waiting.
Oh, okay. I will watch Waiting.
So after you were done waiting, much like the film Waiting,
Yes.
you found that group of people you like to party with. What was that group?
They were improvisers at the time.
Yeah.
Barf.
Well, you know, when you come out of the kind of really negative place that you get to when you're a waiter, you kind of need to bounce back hard. And why not get a bunch of the most positive people you can find and just hang out with them? You know, you're still going to do all the cool stuff that you wanted to do. You still know those waiters in case you wanted to go back
you
to that
need to,
lifestyle for a little
yeah.
bit. You know, you can always touch base with.
Yeah. Did you dip back in ever, or were you done with it when you were done with it?
There were a couple people that I still hung out with, but the other thing that I realized in waiter culture is that you really only know these people for as long as you work with them.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. No offense to any of my coworkers at Starbucks, but we are not going to talk when one of us leaves. Like that's just how it is.
yeah, there's some people that I'm still friends with on Facebook, and so every now and again, I'm just like, hey, how's it going? Or when it's a birthday or whatever. But I've never like really hung out with any of them after the fact. Well, I also lost my car, so I became completely immobile.
This man was an island.
Do they ever come out to your shows? Those waiter folk?
Oh no, they have work.
All right. Good. Like, is your improv show going to be at 2 p.m.? No, I can't make it.
Yeah, I won't be there.
It's a Friday night. Yeah, I gotta make rent.
Oh,
No, but it's industry night at the improv show.
is that a thing?
No.
It's a 2-drink minimum, and you make them yourself.
Ooh, mercy.
So improvisers were really what made you enjoy life, huh?
I didn't say that.
What made you enjoy partying?
No, but I mean, yeah, like partying with comedy people, I think that was a pretty big. It was
Yeah.
exciting for me because it's like, oh my god, these people want to do. I don't want to do bits all the
Yeah.
time at parties now,
Yeah,
but
and-
back then I did.
Yeah, and it's I didn't think of myself as a comedian ever before that point. I still kind of don't really think of myself as a comedian now. It's just like I think I found a point where it's like I think I'm a funny person. So if you also think I'm a funny person, then we can enjoy it. But I'm definitely not for everybody. There's definitely demographics that I wholeheartedly avoid.
May I ask what demographics those
Nope.
are? That's how much you avoid them? I won't even mention them.
Yeah.
Nah, because I don't want the backlash of big time radio. You know, people are gonna start calling in. They're gonna
Big time radio.
All
This is
right.
HD2, buddy.
Hey, that's a big
I'm kidding.
time.
I'm kidding. This is very big time.
Yeah,
It's
what-
HD high definition, my friends.
You can hear every p and ps in my lisp. Did y'all know I had one? Now you do, because it's on HD2.
it's so clear though.
Oh, yeah. I have an aunt who, when...
Quit bragging.
Never heard of him. I have an aunt who will, when she hears my voice on old radio programs I did, or probably this one, she'll always write to me like, "You did so well. You have a 30th percentile lateral thing with your S's and THs." I'm like, I don't know what that means, but this is very rude of you to point
But I
out.
hate it. I hate what it means.
What if she just researched it so she could tell you?
Oh, so, okay. So she met me when my mom married her brother.
Right.
Heard my voice and said, "He sounds like a stupid idiot. What a clown. I'm going to get my master's in speech pathology so I can dunk on this dumb kid
But
for the rest of his life."
You helped her. She was probably in a really dark turn, and then she found this like guiding light, which is just to
Went
tell
to-
you.
Yeah, went to college. Probably partied her brains out. Went down another dark turn.
Yeah,
Finished
yeah.
college.
And now she can tell you exactly what she thinks is wrong with the way that you speak.
Yeah, calls your stupid face out. Yeah.
It is very aggravating when people point out that I have a lisp, and it happens way more often than I'd like. At this point in my life, as long as I've been performing and
Yeah.
doing things, people, "Oh, that was so great. Did you know that you have a slight speech impediment?" Like,
Yeah.
no, I didn't know I had one.
No, this is my first time on stage or speaking.
It's like when people ask me if I knew that I was black.
Have
like-
people asked you that?
On the phone sometimes.
Excuse me, sir. Oh.
I work on the phone, so yeah. I mean, I talk to a lot of people, and there was this one time I talked to this lady who I knew for absolute certain was a complete racist, and she thought that I was a white person, and I helped her through her problem. She had this real big issue. She was wondering when her money was coming, and so I explained everything that I could to her, and was just like, thank you so much. It's like, yeah, you have a great day. She was like, you too. What's your name again? And I went, oh, it's Antoine. Antoine. It's French. And also, yes, I'm black. Have a good day.
It's so good to find nice white help these days. Like, oh my goodness.
No, but she did drop an N-word or two.
What? Why?
Because she could, and she thought she was on the phone with a white person. It's very comforting to be on the phone with a white person. Unless they're a hostile white person.
I don't know. Yeah, I've never been on the phone with a white person who's like, wow, this feels like a pillow. How comfortable could this be?
Cat Williams has a whole joke about it. You get the wrong person on the phone, they try and help you figure out who you're trying to reach.
Yeah, no, that's a bit that Louis C.K. also did.
Yeah, everybody's got bits.
Everybody's got that bit. Yeah, everyone's got a bit about who you want to talk to on the phone. Speaking of, you still got time to call into this show.
Not much time.
Yeah, 713-526-8737 or 713 Tres. That's Jam.
I thought you just calculated that.
Oh,
I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you had that power. The Rain Man power to just call out phone numbers with their words.
All right, Antoine, is there anywhere that we can see your stuff or anywhere that we can, hang on a second. We're actually
we do have a phone call.
We're getting a call. Let's see if I can do this. Hang on.
This is our first time ever.
Hi,
You have to pick up the phone, I think.
Hey y'all, how you doing?
Oh, come on.
Thanks, Billy. All right, we're hanging up on you.
I hung up on you first.
I don't know how to hang.
All right, we had our first caller. We didn't quite hit live on the.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know.
Just
let it ring. Just let it go to voicemail.
At least it happened at the end,
God.
Everyone on Facebook Live is watching us panic.
Anyways, I'm gonna do Neo Benchy. What's that, next week?
May 1st. Yeah. So Nick.
Oh, Mayday.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm calling Mayday. We have a problem. We can't turn our phone off.
Yeah. So May 1st. Where will that be?
That will be at the Secret Group.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you like Antoine, you should consider going to that. Not telling you what to do. No calls to action.
I'm just saying I'm going to be there, so do what you want.
Yeah.
Ned, where are you going to be this week?
I'll be around.
All right.
I don't think I have any shows coming out, but
oh no, you always have shows.
I know, too many. I'm in a band though, 2 of them. One is called Swimmer Department, and the other is called Total Nightmare. But
Cool.
Those are the things. Also, there is a movie called Waiting. Not going to tell you to watch it, but
Best
right.
thing since Tusk for Justin Long.
Well, I think a few of us are going to be at PJ's tomorrow night for Pot and Plot, which are the podcast our friends do. Everybody, that's actually our time for the day. Thanks a lot for listening to Effin Rager.
yeah,
Antoine.
come back next Monday at 8 p.m. We'll be back on HD2 and ready to rage some more.
Yeah, Antoine, thanks a lot for coming onto the show.
And thanks again, Billy. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Billy. And thanks for calling in. You're so cool when you do things like that. All right. We're going to leave with some cool music. Bye, guys. Yay!
Turn off the camera.
Yeah! Oh, they can see us.
Yeah.